My name is Cole J, and I've been fishing my whole life. I've been through all of the different beginner stages, from buying things that I don't need to buying mass amounts of the wrong things. This video is going to be something I wish I had when I first started fishing, and everything you need to know and nothing that you don't need to know to get started with fishing today. So this video structure will go something a little bit like this. I'll talk a little bit about what rods and reels are best to start with and why, the different fishing line options and which ones are best suited for you, and then what lures to start with and which lures that you can buy that are easy to use and that have been proven to work time and time again. I will also include a few beginner fishing stories, mistakes from me that I have learned through experience. So I'll tell you some of those so it can kind of help you avoid them. Let me just set the scene for you, okay? So you walk into Walmart, you're in the fishing section, you're looking around and you see all kinds of rods, all kinds of reels, and you don't know which one to get. You don't know what's best for you, and you're kind of walking around aimlessly. Now, that was actually me. So there's all kinds of different rods, but the rods you're primarily going to be focusing on are the 6'6" to 7 foot medium action rod and reels. Right there on the base of the rod here, it'll tell you what the specifications of the rod is. So what does action mean? Action refers to the overall strength of the rod. A good middle ground for this, you can catch small fish on it, you can catch big fish on it, is medium. Buy yourself a middle of the line rod and reel combo. It just saves all hassle from pairing the two together. Now here's a little story from me as a beginner. So I walked into Walmart, I saw a rod and reel combo. It was the cheapest one there. It was probably like $20, and I bought that one. And I went to fish with it. It performed terribly. It was bad. It could have been me as well, partially, but you know, they play into each other. No need to spend hundreds of dollars on a rod and reel. Just try to avoid getting the cheapest one you can possibly find, because they're generally cheap for a reason. So that day was not my best day. We'll just keep it at that. So now you've got a rod, you've got yourself a reel. The next thing you need to do is find some line. So what kind of line are we looking for? Great question. There's 3 types of line. We have braid, we have monofilament, and fluorocarbon. What we're gonna want is monofilament. Why? Braid is really expensive. It's very strong, but it's very, very visible in the water. Braid is essentially like rope. Next we have monofilament, and that's gonna be the one that we want. It's practically invisible in the water. It's very strong. It stretches. It's very smooth casting and easy to use. And then we have fluorocarbon, practically invisible in the water. It's also strong. It does not stretch, but it's very expensive. On your rod as well, on the area that I showed you earlier, it'll tell you the pound test of line that is recommended for it. The last fishing component that we're gonna need is lures. So here are a few lures that work. So here we go. So here's some lures you're gonna wanna buy for yourself. So I walked into the dollar store, okay? I just recently bought a tackle box, but I had about 20 slots to fill. That was my mindset. So I decided, okay, let me get a basket and I will empty the shelves into the basket and then check out with them. And that was a mistake. I had no variety and they weren't the best quality lures, some of them. Now, don't get me wrong, you can find very good lures at Dollarama. It's not a bad place to get lures from. It's just don't buy them all. There's no need. This is a list of lures that are easy to use, that work very well. So we have crankbaits, spinnerbaits, spinners, spoons, and then live bait. Those are really good top 5 fishing lures to start with. So there we go. This is a pike. This one was caught on this spinner. It's a size 4 Blue Fox spinner. Fish are gonna eat this, so that's a good one to go with if you want to catch all kinds of fish. It's a really good multi-species fish catching lure. Give it a try, it's worth a shot. It does work. So start with those lures, kind of go from there, and if you find one works better than the other, then start using those ones more. There's all kinds of lures, but oftentimes simplicity beats complexity. So now you've got everything you need. If you have questions, put them in the comments below. I will try my best to answer them and basically get out there and catch some fish. Hope you got some value out of today's video. Subscribe for more and let's catch some fish. Cole J signing out for now. Thank you for watching today's video and I'll see you in the next one.